Keep reading the coffee grounds.
And I notice you never mind sticking out your neck just a little bit if there's money involved.
That could be the story of my life. Yes.
And you also have an unfortunate habit of getting yourself involved, and sometimes you get hurt.
Keep reading me.
Well, I got me a little plan where you get just a little bit involved, where you can't possibly get hurt, and the way you can make yourself some $5,000.
Honey, my ears ain't wagging because of the money. I'm just fanning my face to keep a cool expression. Give.
All you have to do is one teeny-weeny little thing for little old me.
I'll make book I won't like it, but tell me anyway.
Well, honey, you will like the $5,000. It's such nice money.
And just what does little old me have to do for little old you to make that little old $5,000?
Kill my little old husband.
She poured on her message of murder.
So you see, honey lamb, it really is most embarrassing for me to be in this predicament. But there's one thing I got too much of.
Yeah, it's tough to believe. From where I sit, the distribution is great.
I just love to hear you say things like that. I just love it.
Let's get back to the excess. You said you had too much of something.
Oh, yeah. It's just too bad, but it can't be helped. I just have too many husbands.
Too many what?
Isn't it silly?
That's perfectly ridiculous. I thought I just heard you say you got too many husbands. Must have misread my ears.
No, you heard me right, honey.
But that's illegal.
Yeah, I know. That's what's so silly. It's all the law's fault.
I'll make book on it. What's the story?
Well, they weren't ever supposed to let Marvin out of prison, and now that they have...
Oh, so it's an ex-con you want me to bump.
Oh, no. Marvin hadn't any dirty old money. It's Perry I got to get rid of.
Who is Perry?
My husband.
Who is Marvin?
My husband.
You lost me someplace, honey. Let me tell this to myself as I now understand you, which I probably don't. You have two husbands, Marvin and Perry, both alive and both kicking.
Well, Marvin's kicking because of Perry. But Perry isn't kicking because he doesn't know about Marvin.
Lady, right now, I don't know about you. You just don't seem right to me. You just don't seem right. It was getting on toward evening when I made like a homing pigeon. The wheels in the head were whirling. The first thought was to invest in a call to Gestapo headquarters to ask my pal Sergeant Finger to run a make on the blonde. I tossed out that bright idea. If this dizzy dame was pulling my socks, Finger would never get off my back about it. I had a short session with the idea of going to the husband and informing him of the facts of life. Southern Fried had given me a real fancy engraved card with the address, so I knew where to find him. But that notion hit the trash, too. If she is kidding, I'm a real patsy. By the time I'd reached my pad and opened the door, I decided to forget my dizzy blonde dreamboat and find myself another playmate for the evening. I reached for the light switch when something hit me. Something that hit me was more than an idea. It was more blackjack style. Before I knew what had happened, I was sailing away to Dreamboat Bay, happy with my life as an ice cream soda. The awakening came like a whoosh of cold water in the puss, which it was. Somebody tossed me a lifesaver. I'm drowning.
I'm awful sorry to have to do this to you, Mr. Fortune, but it really was necessary.
Oh, stop bleeding about it. I might get upset. Who are you?
I'll tell you who I am after I tell you how important it is that you stay away from my honey pair.
Your what?
My honey pair. You shouldn't ought to be messing around with Lulu Ann.
Lulu Ann? Oh. The lights are on. I'm seeing. Could you be Marvin?
I sure am, Mr. Fortune.
What's the story? Who belted me on the head?
I did. But I'm awful sorry.
Don't drown in your tears. Now, look, if you want to wrestle, Buster, just give me a chance to move in.
Careful now, Mr. Fortune. This here gun is sure loaded with real bullets. It would hurt me to have to kill you.
Yeah, I get the message. I wouldn't feel so good about that myself. So let's talk. Why massage my skull with the loaded leather?
I just had...